Om Sri Sai Ram. My humble salutations to my beloved Bhagwan, respected elders, and my dear students. Vector spaces. So, we are going to see some practical examples in this. Let f be a field and n be a positive integer. Then show that the set of all intuples f power n form a vector space over f under addition and scalar multiplication of intuples. Now, what is the aim of this problem? We are going to show that f power n of f is a vector space under addition and scalar multiplication of intuples. Now, what is the formula or definition of this vector space? Let V be a non-empty set and star be a binary operation and V such that V comma plus is an abelian group. Let F comma plus comma dot be a field if to each element A in belongs to F, there exists alpha and alpha bar belongs to V, there is defined a unique element A alpha belongs to V such that A belongs to F, alpha bar comma beta bar belongs to V implies A times alpha bar plus beta bar equal to A alpha bar plus A beta bar. Number 2, A comma B belongs to F and alpha bar belongs to V implies A plus B times of alpha bar is equal to A alpha bar plus B alpha bar. Third one, A and B belongs to F, alpha bar belongs to B implies A times B alpha bar equal to AB times alpha bar. 1 belongs to F and alpha bar belongs to V implies 1 into alpha equal to alpha bar. Now, how to prove this? Now, f power n is equal to what? A1 is nothing but it is an intuple a1, a2, etc. an such that a1, a2, etc. an belongs to capital F. If alpha bar is equal to a1, a2, etc. an and beta bar equal to b1, b2, etc. bn, then we are going to define alpha bar plus beta bar equal to a1, b1, a2, b2, etc. an, bn. This is called addition of intuples. And then further, if x belongs to F, then we define x alpha equal to x alpha 1, x alpha 2, etc. x alpha. We will show now and verify the axioms of vector space. Let alpha bar is equal to a1, a2, etc. an and beta bar equal to b1, b2, etc. bn and gamma bar is equal to c1, c2, etc. cn belongs to f power n. Then by definition, alpha bar plus beta bar equal to a1 plus b1, a2 plus b2, etc. an plus bn. Again, it is an intuple. This belongs to f power n. Now, alpha bar plus beta bar equal to a1 plus b1, comma a2 plus b2, etc. an plus bn. So, that is also equal to b1 plus a1, b2 plus a2, etc. bn plus an. That is equal to beta bar plus alpha bar. Now, alpha bar plus beta bar plus gamma bar equal to a1, a2, etc. an plus b1 plus c1, b2 plus c2, etc. bn plus cn. That is also equal to a1 plus b1 plus c1, a2 plus b2 plus c2, etc. an plus bn plus cn. Now, this can also be written as a1 plus b1 plus c1. Similarly, a2 plus b2 plus c2, etc. an plus bn plus cn. Now, we can rearrange and then we can write once again this as a sum of two intuples. And the first intuple is a1 plus b1, a2 plus b2 and so on an plus bn. Plus second intuple is c1, c2, etc. cn. So, this is nothing but alpha bar plus beta bar plus gamma bar. Now, write 0 bar equal to the 0 intuple, then 0 bar belongs to f power n. Now, further alpha bar plus 0 bar equal to a1 plus 0, a2 plus 0 and so on an plus 0. That is nothing but a1, a2, etc. an that is equal to alpha bar. Similarly 0 bar equal plus alpha bar equal to alpha bar. Hence, 0 bar is the 0 vector of f power n. Now, further alpha bar is equal to a1, a2, etc. an belongs to fn. So, we write minus alpha bar equal to minus a1, minus a2, etc. minus an. Then automatically minus a will be a member of f1. Therefore, a alpha bar plus minus alpha bar equal to a1 plus minus a1, a2 plus minus a2 and so on an plus minus an. That is equal to 0 bar 0, 0, 0, 0, etc. That is nothing but the 0 vector. Similarly, minus alpha bar plus alpha bar equal to 0 bar. Hence, minus alpha is the negative vector of alpha. So, if x belongs to f and alpha belongs to v, then we define the scalar multiplication x alpha bar equal to x alpha 1, x alpha 2, etc. x alpha n that is equal to x alpha n that belongs to f power n. So, now we have verified 6 properties till now. Next, we are going to have that is 7th property, that is take one scalar and two vectors. So, A belongs to F, alpha bar, beta bar belongs to F power n. then A times alpha bar plus beta bar equal to A times A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2, and so on, AN plus BN. That can be written as A times A1 plus B1, comma, A times A2 plus B2, and so on, A times AN plus BN. So that can be rewritten as that is equal to AA1 plus AB1, comma, AA2 plus AA2 plus AB2, and so on, AAN plus ABN. So that is also equal to AA1, AA2, etc. AAN plus AB1, AB2, etc. ABN. That can be written as A times alpha bar plus A times beta bar. So we have proved first property. Similarly, we can have two scalars and one vector. A and B belongs to F, alpha bar belongs to F power n. Then we can define A plus B times alpha bar equal to A plus B times A1, A plus B times A2, and so on, A plus B times AN. That can be written as AA1 plus BA1. Similarly, AA2 plus BA2, AAN plus BAN. That can be written as AA1, AA2, and so on, AAN. Plus we can also have BA1, BA2, etc. BAN. That is equal to, we can write that as A times alpha bar plus B times alpha bar. And similarly now A times B alpha bar equal to A times B A1, BA2, and so on, BAN. That can also be written as A times BA1, A times BA2, and so on, A times BAN. That is equal to AB times A1, AB times A2, and so on, AB times AN. So that is equal to AB times alpha bar. Further, and the last property, 1 is a member of F and alpha bar belongs to V, that implies that becomes equal to 1 times alpha equal to 1 into A1, 1 A2, etc. 1 AN. That is nothing but A1, A2, etc. AN, n tuple, that is nothing but alpha bar. So we have verified all the 10 properties of vector space. Therefore, F power n of F is a vector space under the addition of n tuples and scalar multiplication of multiples. Now we are having, let V be the second problem, let V be the set of all m by n matrices over the field here. Then we are going to show that V of F is a vector space under the addition and scalar multiplication of matrices. To show that V of F is a vector space under the addition and scalar multiplication, okay, we are going to use again the same definition of vector space. And then here also again we are going to consider V is the set of all m by n matrices over the field F, and A and B are members of V. Then automatically A and B are also m by n matrices over F. So A plus B is also unique, and also it is an m by n matrix over F. Therefore automatically A plus B is a member of capital M. Now second property, take two vectors A and B, then automatically A plus B matrix, the ij position of A plus B matrix is equal to Aij matrix plus Bij. That is equal to, that can be done as rewritten Bij plus Aij. That is nothing but ij element in B plus A matrix. So A plus B matrix is same as B plus A. How do you verify that two matrices are equal? That means we consider actually how do you prove that is equal to, that is two matrices are equal if the corresponding ij elements are equal. So the ij element in A plus B is same as ij element in B plus A. Therefore A plus B equal to B plus A. Now third property, take three matrices A, B, C in V, then A plus of B plus C ij is nothing but Aij plus B plus C ij. That can be written as Aij plus Bij plus Cij element. Once again we can rearrange this cell as Aij plus Bij element plus Cij element. So we have combined that is ij element of A plus B plus ij element of C. So that can be written as A plus B plus C matrix ij element. So hence A plus of B plus C is same as A plus B plus C. Now we can also define an m by n 0 matrix by 0 ij equal to 0 for every ij. Therefore 0 m by n is a 0 matrix, m by n matrix belongs to V. So we consider A plus 0 equal to 0 plus A equal to A. Therefore we can show that easily 0 bar is the identity. And then we are having that is equal to now we are having another vector, that is whenever we are having, we can easily verify that minus alpha bar is again in F power, and therefore we are having this is equal to 0 is matrix is the 0 vector of V. Now A belongs to V, then minus A is defined as minus Aij element is equal to minus Aij. So when you add A plus of minus Aij element, that becomes Aij element plus of minus A times Ij element, that is nothing but 0 Ij. Therefore A plus minus A equal to minus A plus A equal to 0. Therefore the additive inverse of A is minus A. And further we have my scalar multiplication. For x in V, f and a in V, we can define xa of ij equal to xa ij, and then xa is the uniquely defined, and hence xa is the m by n matrix over f. Xa belongs to V. And seventh one, take one scalar and two vectors. X as a scalar and A and B are two matrices. Then x times A plus B matrix is ij element in this is nothing but x times of A plus B ij, that is nothing but x times of Aij plus Bij. Once again Xaij plus Xbij, that is equal to Xa matrix ij element plus ij element of Xb matrix, that is equal to Xa plus Xb ij matrix. So x times A plus B equal to Xa plus Xb. Now take x and y belongs to F and A is belongs to V, then x plus y times A at ij equal to x plus y of Aij, that is nothing but x times Aij plus y times Aij, that is Xaij plus Yaij. So Xa plus Ya at ij. So x plus y times A equal to Xa plus Ya. Now x times Ya ij equal to x times Ya. We can easily verify that x times Ya equal to xy times A. Similarly, on the last property we can say that for 1 belongs to F and A belongs to V, 1 dot A ij equal to 1 Aij, that is equal to Aij. Therefore 1A equal to A. So we conclude that the set of all m by n matrices over the field F forms a vector space under the operations of matrix addition and scalar multiplication. Now we are having third problem. Prove that the set of all real valued continuous functions defined on the open interval 0, 1 is a vector space over the field of real numbers with respect to the operations of addition and scalar multiplication of real valued functions defined as f plus g of x is equal to f of x plus g of x, and af of x equal to a times f of x for all x that lie between 0 and 1. Now, what is the aim? We are going to show that V is the set of all real valued continuous function defined on closed interval 0, 1, and R is the field of real numbers. And then we are going to prove that V of R is a vector space. As usual, we are going to verify the formula of vector space. So we are going to verify all the 10 properties. What is the first property? Let R be the field of real numbers and V be the set of all real valued continuous functions defined on closed interval 0, 1. And take three vectors in V, that means they are nothing but continuous real valued functions f, g, h, and where they are defined on the open interval 0, 1. Now consider f, g are two members of V, then automatically f and g are real valued continuous functions defined on 0, 1. Therefore f plus g is also uniquely defined, and then that is also going to be a real valued continuous function on open interval 0, 1. Therefore, whenever f and g are members of V, f plus g is also member of V. So V is closed with respect to addition of functions. Now, therefore, f plus g of x is equal to, we can also say that f of x plus g of x, that it can also be written as g of x plus f of x. That is nothing but g plus f of x. Hence, f plus g is same as g plus f. Now, third one is f plus of g plus h of x equal to f of x plus g plus h of x. That is nothing but f of x plus g of x plus h of x. That is nothing but once again f of x plus g of x plus h of x. That is equal to once again f plus g of x plus h of x. Once again that is nothing but f plus g plus h of x. So finally we conclude f plus g plus h is same as f plus g plus h. Therefore v of f is v of f follows associative law with respect to additional functions. Now we define the 0 function 0, 1 to r by 0 of x equal to 0 for every x belongs to 0, 1. Then automatically 0 bar is a continuous function, and further 0 bar belongs to V. Therefore, whenever you add f plus 0 bar of x equal to f of x plus 0 of x, that is nothing but f of x plus 0, that is equal to f of x for every x belongs to 0 1. Similarly, f plus 0 bar equal to f means 0 bar plus f, that is nothing but f. Hence 0 bar is the 0 vector of V. Now, whenever you consider f is a member of V, then define f is what? It is a function from 0 1 to r. It is moreover it is also a continuous function. Now we define minus f from 0 1 to r by minus f of x is equal to minus of fx for every x belongs to open interval 0 1. So then minus f is also a real valued continuous function defined on open interval 0 1. Therefore minus f belongs to V. Now f plus of minus f of x equal to f of x plus minus f of x, that is nothing but f of x minus f of x, that is equal to 0, that is equal to 0 bar x. F plus of minus f equal to 0 bar, that is similarly minus f plus f equal to 0 bar. Therefore minus f is the negative of f. Hence whenever so inverse exists. Now we are going to define the scalar multiplication. Take A is a real number, f as a vector. Then f is a what? It is a map function, continuous function from open interval 0 1 to r. We also define AF from 0 1 to r as also a continuous function. Therefore AF belongs to V. So scalar multiplication holds in V. Now we are going to verify the remaining 4 properties of vector space. Take A belongs to R and F and G are two members of V. Then A times F plus G of X equal to A times F of X plus G of X. That is nothing but A of X, AG of X. So AF plus BG of X. Therefore A times F plus G is same as AF plus BG. Now A and B are two members of C and F belongs to V. Then A plus B of F of X equal to A plus B of F of X. That is A of F of X plus B of F of X. AF of X plus B f of x, that can be written as AF plus BF of x. Therefore A plus B of f equal to AF plus BF. So this is how we can prove 8th property, and now we are going to verify the 9th property. This is also we can easily verify. AB times of f equal to A times BF we can verify. Therefore, and last property, whenever 1 is a member of R and f is a member of V, then 1 into f of x equal to f of x only. Hence, we conclude that V of R is a vector space under addition and scalar multiplication. Now we are going to have the next question. 4th question. Let V be the set of all pairs of A, B of real numbers and R be the field of real numbers. Okay. Show that with the operations A1, B1 plus A2, B2 equal to A1 plus A2, comma 0 and x times A1, B1 equal to XA1, comma B1. Then show that V of R is not a vector space. Now what is V? V is nothing but ordered pairs. So we are going to have vector with the two coordinates A and B. They are members of R. Now we are going to show that V of R is not a vector space. Again, what is the definition of vector space? We are going to write that. Now we can see that we are going to check that V is not going to be a vector space. So take V to be equal to the set of all ordered pairs AB such that A comma B belongs to R. And now take three vectors alpha, beta and gamma, namely A, B, C, D, E, F belongs to V. Then by definition alpha plus beta is nothing but A plus C comma 0, that belongs to V automatically. And further alpha plus beta is also same as beta plus alpha. We can also check alpha plus beta plus gamma is same as alpha plus of beta plus gamma. And further consider whether identity is going to exist or not. So because we do not know the identity, let us say the identity in this vector space as xy. So add AB and xy. Then output should be equal to the original vector, that is AB. By the definition of the given operation, AB plus xy is nothing but the ordered pair A plus x comma 0, and the right hand side it is going to be A comma B. Now what is going to happen? Equality of two ordered pairs. Now what is going to happen? A plus x becomes equal to A and B becomes equal to 0. Then automatically x becomes 0 and B becomes 0. But always B is not equal to 0 because we have taken a general vector AB where B is not a non-zero element. Then we are getting always B to be equal to 0, which is not possible, which is absurd. Hence the 0 vector does not exist in V. Hence V of R is not a vector space. So this is how we can verify and check the properties of all this. Okay, I hope you have followed all these properties. Thank you very much for your kind listening. Thank you.